is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus. Introducing the challenger from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita. Sold-out crowd is on its feet here in St. Louis, Missouri. Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside.
I'll tell you, Cole, these WWE fans are so fired up, I'm having a hard time staying in my seat.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started.
That was a textbook reversal.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it. But as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
One.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why... And there's the reversal.
Got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed.
And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all. What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Pump the brakes, girl pants. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this.
One.
There's the reversal, Cole.
Two. Three.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one. This capacity crowd is certainly getting...
What kind of a moron falls for an obvious trick like that? Oh, God.
And here's the cover.
1, 2.
That was like 2.5, Cole. Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Wow, great reversal. How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz.
2.
They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
3, 4.
If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take, I think you're going to get an answer tonight.
You might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they're getting paid for, Cole. And besides, they got too much pride to give less than 100% now. Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. You gotta be some kind of a jerk to get fooled by that. Here's the pin. This could be it.
1, 2.
Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't 3.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification.
Nice reversal.
I gotta say, Cole, when I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. But these superstars are blowing me away right here.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
What a reversal.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
This could be 3 right here.
Great reversal.
I don't think there's gonna be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that what a counter that was.
These superstars...
She's got a chance to finish off her opponent right here.
Yeah, and she took it. What a huge DDT.
2.
The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy. And there's the counter, Cole. This has been a nice, quick counter. These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that.
2.
Ha! Now that's the way you do it. Let your opponent know who the boss is.
1.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover.
2. 3. 4.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
5.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on.
1. 1.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back-and-forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
4. 5.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is Smackdown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
Whoa, that's not good.
Not if you want to keep from tapping out, it's not.
I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up...
Rope
what a
break.
deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for
3.
serious injury.
4.
These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. They sure are giving the fans their money's worth.
No doubt, Cole. These WWE superstars put their bodies on the line night after night.
And the fans sell out these arenas night after night, Taz. Sounds like a pretty fair trade to me.
2. 3.
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. No doubt.
And there's the pin.
1. 2.
Kicked out just in the nick of time.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
3. 4.
This is completely off the... She's got something big planned, Cole.
You're not kidding! What a DDT!
Here's the pin!
1, 2, 3.
And that's the match!
You know, I don't know if everybody's going to be happy with the decision, but it's pretty clear who won that one.
Winner.
It's hard to argue the referee's call.
WWE Women's Champion.
No doubt, Cole. If anyone's got a problem with it, they better hope for a rematch.